Exit made this.
I was down bad. When mommy told me that
If you have any further questions about the committee structure or process, please talk to Jenny offline so we can proceed with the business before us. Yes, Councillor Sims.
Thank you, Chair. I will discuss it offline, but given we're about to move into the discussion, you did state in your preamble we're not able to engage in debate, but then at the same time you're asking for feedback. So how do you draw the distinction? How will you as Chair differentiate between debate and feedback?
Well, I think this has been explained many times, but I'll get Jenny to explain further for you.
I still don't understand it, that's why
Let's go again.
Yeah, just want to make sure I don't make a mistake.
Thank you.
Thank you, members. It's a strategic discussion workshop, so I think the idea is for you to make comments.
And give feedback at our own views, but we can't respond to what someone else has said.
What if that's what somebody else has said?
After tonight, we take away the broad range of views that we will have heard from all of you tonight. We then reflect on that. We might do some more research, we might do some community engagement, and then we bring that back to you further down.
Not a decision-making.
That's absolutely not.
So the administration won't be influenced by anything we say?
No.
As the questions that are before you in the papers.
Decision-making.
Point 1, Community Development Grants Review. Christy, would you like to introduce the item?
Thank you, through the Chair.
Combination of two previously separate grant programs, my first-hand experience in public administration has been that can lead to distortions in the sectorial subsector benefit, and therefore I would be quite uncomfortable about seeing that. That's a statement. My second question relates, my question, the amount of funding provisioned. Has there been a corresponding efficiency dividend yield?
But just, actual examples of what's been wrong with and how this will improve the situation. I'm certainly not being against it, but it is a little bit alarming when we are trying to save money and then suddenly we're amalgamating things. But so I'm not against. I just need a better picture, an absolute example where this scheme would be better than that.
Look at this. Or is it being purely driven just by council's own efficiency dividend?
It was a recommendation that was brought through. I think it's in the papers, is that correct, CEO?
So it was a councillor resolution?
And also audit committee, but I'll let you explain, Acting CEO.
Thank you. Slide 2 is really clear. There was a council resolution that future funding commitments to be subject to a review of guidelines to be brought to council by the end of Q1. So a bit.
At these sorts of things and doing a review, we should be engaging with the relevant stakeholders and hearing from them rather than just looking at a council resolution.
Sorry, Mayor, but did you want to say?
I did just want to say absolutely, and so the next step is to engage with the recipients and community and stakeholders council. So just to rest assure you that we won't avoid that.
As we always do, Councillor Sims. Lord Mayor.
Thank you, Chair. Also, perhaps it would be helpful if the internal audit report was circulated from KPMG, because and I don't like Councillor Rann and Councillor Mackie, I don't support a proposal that of my process. I think we have a whole stream of work that goes around community infrastructure asset and renewal programs, of which we put in millions and millions and millions of dollars on an annual basis, and I'd hate to see that our impact grants are taken up in infrastructure rather than actual community work and community impact. So, thank you.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Councillor Martin.
Less money cannot deliver more impact. A different framing of the ask and a set of different sectors.
The combined value of both programs was $665,000. In 2021, it was $734,000. So that's this year. So this proposal was looking at $700,000.
So this enables, by putting them together, enables your flexibility to go across the various aspects of the.
That was the intent.
So that's already available now. It's just that it's now been pulled together into all of this as well. So you just basically plugged it all into one, and you're now going to it still speaks to these, but it's done in a holistic way rather than lots of little fractured buckets.
So through the chair, community infrastructure isn't available through the community developments program at the moment, only sport and rec. So this would actually provide more opportunity groups to be able to apply for community infrastructure grants, which they can't currently do.
Oh, sorry, I just have a question. Did you have? Yeah, okay, thank you, Councillor Ho. Next item 4.2, Chester Street proposal.
I was down, 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 down bad.